Hello, my loves, sick and tired here, and today we are going to be reading some more viewer submissions. So, to let you guys know, I have started a Patreon, which you can join if you'd like. I'll put the link in the description. I'm putting every video on my Patreon that I do on this channel. You'll get all my content completely uncensored. And if you are enjoying my content, please consider subscribing and liking and turning on notifications and all of that fabulous stuff. That way you never miss your weekly support group. Hey, sick and tired. Been binge watching your content over the last 2-ish months. Would like to keep this anonymous. I cut it off. I don't know why. I was in middle school and fairly miserable all around. We moved my 7th grade year to a school where I knew no one. My puberty wasn't playing well with my ADHD medication, and I was all around miserable. I decided one night I was done feeling like this for what felt like would be forever, and I took action. I wrote a note and a metric ton of Tylenol. Oh my God. Oh, that's scary. I ended up getting super scared and showed the note to my mother. Oh, I'm sorry, to my in-mother and stepfather. Was I sent to the hospital to get my stomach pumped? No, I was given syrup of, I've seen that word before. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I think it's Ipecac. I can't remember. I've definitely seen it in my grandma's cupboards at some point in my life. It makes you throw up. I spent all night vomiting alone, and I don't think anyone checked in on me. Was I then sat down and talked to about why I did it and maybe offered therapy? Also no. It was literally never brought up again, and I was only told I would be fixed if I made more friends. This is truly disturbing. 7th grade. That's the grade that my daughter's in. What kind of awfulness is going on in the house that a 12-year-old who's still very innocent, or at least should be, but of course a lot of us had our innocence stolen from us, felt like they had no other option and no way out. I would be horrified as a parent, and I would be doing everything in my power to make sure I understand what's going on with my daughter, why is this happening, and how to avoid it. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. That's terrifying. And your parents are just like, this is only one spot in my messed up childhood, but it really stands out. My in-mother couldn't care enough to properly get me medical attention, to see if there were side effects for my actions, also a good point, or even hold my hair while I puked. She was also too embarrassed to take me and have the general public know I was mentally ill and unhappy in my home life. I don't even think she told my bio father it happened. Just wanted to get this off my chest. I love and appreciate all you do, and keep on keeping on. Well, I'm really happy that you shared that with me, as disturbing as it was, because I think that this is great for people that might not truly understand just how desperate a lot of us were in our childhood. I'm sure that you are not alone. I'm sure there's many people that can relate to this. I have a nice short story for you, not from my mom, because she has always been a saint to me and my siblings. She is such a nice woman and tries to do her best for me and my twin. Well, that's good. That's a breath of fresh air, right? I generally don't know what to classify this on, but I know it's childhood trauma from my father. He was an abusive man and did not like my half siblings at all. He abused my mother when all she did was be his slave. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? I don't know. I'm going to bleep it out just to be safe. I just don't like that word. She would do everything for him. He went out and cheated on her and got drunk and would say demeaning things. Even to this day, he is still calling her and saying she is a bitch. Oh, everything under the sun because she is getting half of his military retirement money? Something like that. Now, my story takes place when we lived in Oklahoma and we were maybe 11 to 13. He was at work and my sister and I were in the living room enjoying the big TV that my dad always used for his video games. So we like to sneak in and play games on his PS3 when he leaves for funeral trips. Funeral trips. Did you guys hear that? Should I keep reading? Do we need to get my sage? By this point, it was just me, my sibling, and my mom. He chased out my older siblings. I'm assuming you mean like chase them out, like they left. They weren't putting up with this anymore. We didn't hear anything until I heard a very faint noise coming from the bathroom. It was my mother calling for me and my sister. When we showed up, she was on the floor, covered in a towel and barely breathing. A hernia had ruptured then and there. She had nearly died. Oh my. Me and my sister burst into tears and called the police. During the time the cops and ambulance showed up, my sister and I were belligerent in tears, and my father came home from work. We were always afraid of the garage door opening, that we would freeze in fear to see who it was. Oof. I remember that feeling. He came in asking what was going on. Me and my sister explained it to him. His wife was dying. All he could say to us was, "Get over it." They carried her out and we went to visit her in the hospital. He would leave us there all night so he could cheat with some other bitch. He did not care about his wife, our mother. Oh my gosh. I mean, it makes sense, but at the same time, I'm just... Now she's alive and okay. That was one of the scariest moments of my life. My father, now fat and old, is with a woman that treats him the exact same way he treated my mother. Good. Me and my sister are happy to be away from such a monster, and we have even gone no contact. He calls now and then, trying to talk, and even says, "I'll do anything you guys ask." In 5 years. 5 years. He didn't wish us a single birthday, didn't check in on us, demeaned our mother and probably us, and bitched and complained when I had asked for my doctor's records. Anything my ass. What the hell's wrong with this guy? We are much better though, thank God. Yeah, thank God. I'm so happy your mom's okay. And sounds like your dad kind of got his comeuppance a little bit there, huh? With his new, what was that, his new wife or his new girlfriend? Good. The spirits in this house did not like this at all, and I don't blame them. Hi, Sam and the Coven. This time I have some shorter stories. Some will just be a sentence long, but I thought having these out here will help other people. Okay, so this is somebody that has written in before, and I do really like this format almost. It's kind of like a rapid fire things that have happened to me that I wanted to share, and I like it. One, I remember a few times that my dad would take a crying dog, lock it in a kennel, and throw the whole thing off the front porch. That is wicked. That is so wicked. Number two, my sister and I would be yelled at in the car on the way to school every morning until we were crying. That really sucks. That set your whole day. And now your whole day is basically ruined because of your shitty parents. One morning, my sister got into trouble. I can't remember why. And my mother grabbed a gallon bag of old golf balls and chased her around the kitchen table trying to hit her with it? Was your mom in the mafia? Jesus. I'm pretty sure that's like attempted murder. After my first younger brother was born, my sister and I were parentified. Once my brother was old enough to not constantly need my mom, she would leave us to watch him all day while she was in her room. Most nights, my sister and I would watch my brother until he was passing out, and my mom would get mad at us if we let him fall asleep. What? Okay, I get the parentified. I was totally parentified. I was basically a third parent in the household. Why would she get mad if he went to sleep? Is she wanting you guys to make sure he's on his schedule so he doesn't bother her in the middle of the night? My family had 4 children at the time and only a 5-seated sedan. My parents insisted that we go to the places as a family and crammed the 2 car seats and 2 older children in the back. I was the one who sat on the floor most of the time. I was told my whole life that my hair was her hair. Oh no. As I got older, I kept asking to cut my hair, and my mom would always say that I would look bad with short hair. At the age of 26, my family left for a vacation and left me and my partner at home. I decided while they were gone, I would shave my head. When my mother saw it, she went in her room and cried and then avoided me for a few days. I looked awesome though. You're 26 years old. You can do whatever you want with your hair. Moms are kind of like that with your weight and your hair too. Like I've noticed, like if you cut your hair, they'll be like, "Why did you cut your hair?" I've been in that boat. My mom threatens all of the kids of getting kicked out or just her running away. Not good for the kids to hear. My dad would tease all of the children in his life, but the second someone said something back, he would sulk like a child. Somebody has brought this up before in another submission. And this is something I think we can all relate to, that their grandparents or the older people in their family, the parents would just be like, just don't say anything, shush, just let them say whatever they want. And they do. They say whatever they want without worrying about how it makes anybody feel. But the second you clap back, it's like,
"Oh my gosh, you're so disrespectful. Oh, why are you doing that? Oh my gosh, you're so mean."
Why should we be uncomfortable and let them be assholes to us? For what? What's that saying?
Don't start nothing. Won't be nothing.
When I was a teenager, I was sitting at the dining room table with my homework while my parents were fighting. My dad started making oatmeal on the stove. My mom came in and said something to him that pissed him off, so he took the pot of boiling water and threw it at the sliding glass door that I was sitting 3 feet away from. Oh my God in heaven, that would have scarred you for life, mentally and literally. My parents introduced my sister and I to and would smoke with us every day. Oh, classic. She got us addicted, so we would need her to give it to us. That's really bad. My mom did the same thing with me with alcohol, and now I struggle to not drink so much. I know I drink too much, and it's something that I'm working on. I was 15 years old, and my mom bought me a bottle of white Zinfandel just because my mom did not want to drink alone. These were just a few stories I had that really bothered me as I got out of that house. I hope this helps at least one of your viewers. I really appreciate you and your channel, and I hope you keep your mental health good while reading all of these horror stories of parents. Mickey, yeah, it is hard to read a lot of this stuff back to back. That's why I take some breaks sometimes. And that's why I break it up with other things. But I don't want you guys to think that I don't like reading your stories. I do. I really want to. I'm really sad that I have so many, but it's also nice to know that we have each other. Okay, so this last one here isn't a story, but I was so excited when I got this. I have to show this to you guys. I've been through a lot. My mother is a narc. I only recently got away. Not really ready to share that story yet, but I wanted to know if you needed art for your channel. It'll be no payment needed. I feel like I should pay you. Regardless, here is the artwork that they sent in. Oh, isn't it so cute? They're at Phoenix. I got permission to share their name before I put that out there. We love the moon here. This one right here. She actually moves. How did you do that? And then this one is my absolute favorite. Thank you so much for the artwork. I love it so much. I really, really do. You took the time out to make this for me. It just makes me feel really special. So thank you. So that is all for our viewer submissions today. Again, if you'd like, you can join my Patreon so you can hear these videos unedited, not unedited. I keep wanting to say that. Uncensored. The link will be in the description down below. And if you would like to share your story with me, you can email me at samanthafisher1984@gmail.com. Until next time, I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in the world. I love you guys. Bye.